Don't move it. If you move it, I will hit you.
You will, yeah? No, jump up and knock it out. Think you're all hard. Right, I've got a snotty beak, peeps, so I don't get paranoid and got a big greenie running down my face. I'm plugging it. No, because I'll be sitting there consciously thinking, I've got a big bogey, I've got a big bogey, I've got a big bogey.
I'm waiting going to wait till he starts laughing when he fly out of his nose.
Jack.
I used to see, look, they make me didn't there, it's like a big shit bag now. Hand please. So you wouldn't think it was the same person chatting crap in the middle.
Is that too tight?
No, not at all.
Oh, irony! Irony! That was irony, wasn't it?
There you go.
Thank you.
Is it behind your ears?
It is, yeah. And anyone throws a donut, I'll catch it and keep it.
That would be a good one though.
Right, you know the score with the lights and the shout when it's enough. You know, if your ears covered there.
It's not on the ears properly, that. Turn that off, please, looking at that.
Really? Think we all can? 87.
Yeah, the sound of the light. Yeah, I think we were maxed out, weren't we?
Yeah.
It's curious as to why.
Oh, okay, that's enough. Okay.
Google, you know that. I said, oh my God, so quick you bring him round. Boom.
in the end, I got beaten up anyway. All my negativity was spoiled and everything. It stopped all the ghosts coming, all the spirits and and all my kit wasn't made for paranormal stuff, you know, catching ghosts. You all know what I mean, like to cushion themselves from the, you know, of getting questioned when you're on your set.
Power behind you, isn't it?
You can't catch a fucking ghost though, can you? No, you can take it. Shame that, you know, because it's hard after a while, you know, you go all the time to come in and try and catch something paranormal and come out with nothing all the time. It's a, you know, and you know someone's just blagging, you know. I felt this or something tapped me on the head and, of course you did. Of course you did, yeah.
Oh, there's Victorian children and Victorian schools.
Or, you know, pulpits at Mr. Dickens.
Oh. We went round to Keith's this day, didn't we? He's taking us up to Wacker or somewhere. And he said, oh yeah, I've got no that's the top of my stairs, come and see.
You go and have a look.
There was like a 3-hour walk through the place. Yeah, and in fact there was a little 10-minute walk to the carousel. You could see at the end when we were coming out of it, it was like well positioned. Maybe it looks the whole thing really good.
I'll probably start winding down all this paranormal investigation stuff because you've just been absolutely not one iota or glimmer or anything, for all these years. Yeah, too long now. Trying to catch anything still nothing.
No.
Your last one.
Yeah, all done, mate.
It's definitely the Matrix, man.
How are you feeling, Neil?
Good shit,
Hey,
dude.
everybody. I think I was influenced by yours because you were last.
How do you mean?
It was very like one person shooter kind of thing. Like if you were explaining.
Yeah.
I think I was too influenced by yours.
Yeah, so just
I'm sure someone fucking touched my arm and was fucking sitting next to me.
No, that might have been Jack towards the beginning.
It's a very, very beginning.
Yeah.
Don't jump
Yeah,
up on the
it's
cushion
Jack.
and
Oh my
Alan
God,
was trying to
fucking.
move him.
I could hear. I really am convinced I was influenced by yours. I could hear what I thought was someone whispering, but it was like, you know when you're watching a film and people are standing underneath the helicopter and you can, the sound is distorted because of the rotating blades.
Yeah.
A lot of what I could hear sounded like I was next to a fan, or you know, it was being distorted by another influence. At one point, oh my God, I felt so hot. I really did feel so hot. And it was like I was standing at the end. And it's that weird. It was like, remember Battlestar Galactica where the fighters are launched down the tunnel? It was like experiencing that, but then I'm standing at the end.
Yeah.
And instead of being in it, going out down it,
Yeah.
I was standing at the end, looking down at it,
Yeah.
and I think it was repeating. I could feel the same thing repeating.
Same sensation.
Yeah. But I got so hot. I was uncomfortably hot at one time.
So, how did you feel, Philip? I understand you said you felt
I didn't feel happy like I did last time. Not at all. So I don't feel happy at all. I don't feel uncomfortable. I don't feel happy.
Can I
Not
just
at all.
ask, you said you felt influenced by Nick. Did you feel happy during yours?
I felt calm.
Yeah, I mean, when I say I think I was more, the description from yours
Yeah.
may have influenced what, because I mean, I was very much aware that there was a one person,
Yeah.
you know, like I was playing a video game kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a lot of
I had a lot of that.
video game animation kind of thing, like, you know, the crossfire on a gun.
Yeah.
A lot of the colours and things I was seeing was like that kind of image.
Right.
Again, I had the tunnel. This time I was going forwards through the tunnel.
Right.
But sometimes, instead of me standing here going through the tunnel, it was as if I've gone through the tunnel and then I'm looking down, standing still, but the tunnel's still going, if that makes any
You
difference.
said last time it was the Mersey tunnel that you had reference to.
No, this was just a tunnel-like image.
No, Nick described a wormhole, did you know?
I had a wormhole experience.
Oh no, I wouldn't say I had that. No, I was more, but I was very aware that there was nothing going past me. It was all going. There was nothing going past me that way. It was all coming from behind me, going forwards.
So there were no objects in your peripheral vision like Nick's which were going past you?
No, it was just colour sensations really. It was not.
Did you moving on at all, moving?
It was me moving until I got to the end and I was looking down, and then it was the tunnel.
Yeah.
It's like I was travelling through the tunnel, and then instead of me keep coming out of the tunnel, it's like I'd come to, like say like it was a turn in the tunnel,
Yeah.
and then I'd stop and look down, and then the tunnel was moving. Then I knew I was stationary then, but there was definitely a moving
Yeah.
sensation through the tunnel,
There's
and then as I'm moving through the tunnel,
push the
I-
ticket.
the tunnel would continue to move, but I'd stop. So
Right.
instead of me looking forward, I had to look down.
Right.
It was like, and it wasn't a choice. It was as if there was like a 90-degree turn in the tunnel. But instead of me carrying on turning, instead of me carrying on travelling, I'm stationary in the tunnel, still moving. But there was definitely a repeat. Like the colours and the patterns were repeating, and this sensation of going through the tunnel and then looking down was repeating. Predominantly white. There was a very pale blue. And again, I had that white with the purple dots, but there was no numbers at all. But there was like some kind of distorted, I don't know whether it was whispering or a voice, but it definitely sounded like it was being distorted by some kind of, like a fan or a propeller blade, or, you know, if you ever stood in front of a fan and spoke and it's
Yeah.
like, you sound like a bit robotically, yeah. there was definitely some kind of noise being distorted, like in that way.
I'm just going to make a comment. Yours was the same as Nick's.
Yours was the same pose.
Was it?
Yeah. So it's really quite interesting the fact you said first person shooter potentially influenced by Nick.
Now, weren't you saying when you took the headphones off, it sound, or was it you saying it sounds
Me,
like
sound
it
It
was
wasn't me.
underwater?
I was just.
Yeah.
I just felt like I just wanted like another 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So you know.
Were you saying something about like helicopter blades?
Yeah,
waving up
I
and
was. Did you like cylinder type, almost like saucers?
Yeah, I had a
I was
lot of
following them with my
I had a
eyes.
lot of colour. Lots of colours. I mean, when it's like it was the same colours, but they were all mixing.
You see, I saw an awful lot of like that, like like Rob, like really beautiful blue.
There was a lot of blue actually. There was a lot of blue.
Yeah.
There was a lot of blue. I mean, at first,
What? Sorry, what blue?
pale. I was like, it was a very nice pale blue.
Sky blue or baby blue?
No, more of a powder baby blue. It was
Mine
really
was
nice,
darker.
pale baby blue.
A more deeper, rich type of blue.
Yeah.
A darker blue.
Mm.
The kind of
Like
blue
royal
you get
blue.
lost in.
I'm not.
Darker,
Yeah.
deeper than blue.
And you know the ding and dongan thing I had last time? I had exactly the same one. And as it donged, whatever colour, predominant colours were white and blue. Say the dong went and it was on blue, it would come out as white, but I could visibly, like last time the dong was like one permanent colour, but it would be different shades of that colour. This time it was the other way around. It was, say it was on the blue and I heard dongan noise, as the dongan noise was going like that, so to speak, the colour would change from, if it was white it would go to blue, if it was blue it would go to white. There was definitely a visible change in the colour.
You see, with me, mine was kind of similar, but you know, where you said the colour just changed. The colour changed for me, but then it went off into those cylinder type shapes. I'd say that was where I was aware that I was trying to follow it, flying behind it, all sorts of mad stuff. So a few similarities in it, I suppose.
There is, but then there's also differences which may actually. I'm
But
not.
that's how your brain interprets
Well,
it,
exactly.
isn't it? So you
I'm
can have 10
like,
different people that have 10 different interesting.
It is
No.
interesting the way he came out and said straight away the first person shooter. I don't believe Nick may have influenced from that. I really believe that to be part of the programme.
It's certainly a perspective, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, it's set, well, it feels like sort of set up for that first person.
Do you know, I'm glad you said the dog touched me because I really did fucking shit myself.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
Alan was trying
did.
to
Fucking, that, to be honest, that did
But I'm
fucking frighten me.
surprised
That.
it didn't feel it the time before, because it did that like 2 or 3 times.
Did she?
Jumped up next to you.
Well,
Did she only jump up next to me? Didn't she touch me?
She-
Because something
Yes,
touched
that,
my arm.
yeah.
Something definitely touched my arm.
First she
Fucking
touched
shit
you.
myself then.
Let's leave the Ouija board.
Right. We're going to break from it before we do the weed board.
Yeah, I think maybe.
Don't do these.
I'll do these questions.
I'll start packing some stuff away from there. Do you think we can do the Ouija on that table? Yeah.
Yeah, if you want.
I
Yeah.
was saying to Darren earlier, we do ideally need a table.
Yeah.
Because Rick and I have been living on floors, and we've been sitting in bank
Floors.
Yeah, we've done it on
Sausage
floors
rolls.
all kinds of
Well, if you're on floors, you've got
Was I moving?
muscle movement.
Or stationary like everyone else.
Yeah, you're moving your head around.
Was I?
Yeah, you were very, and you were doing that freaky thing where you were looking at people just after he said something.
Fuck off.
Like, oh.
No, Robert and I cracked the joke. We say like, you know, like with the look, it's almost like that. You know, Robert, do you? You talking to me?
Yeah.
That's what you said last time. It was like I was proper staring at him while he was talking, wasn't I, last time?
That's
First.
Yeah. Wasn't fucking drooling or anything, wasn't my fucking mouth was bone dry. I'm so fucking
No, but it's tight.
fuck off. If you hadn't laughed then I'd have nearly believed you. You know when you're asleep and you wake up and you know you've been dribbling because you've got really dry mouth.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like. My mouth is so dry.
Yeah, mine wasn't very dry on it.
What was it? I was doing something, wasn't I? What was I doing? I can tell by your
You
laughing.
don't want to know.
Wait,
Oh,
wait,
fuck off.
replay.
What was I
All I
doing?
say is Rob's gonna stick it on YouTube.
What was I doing?
You're right, mine.
Fuck off, you bastard.
What do you want me to do in this region? Do you want me to go under or just try and stay conscious
just decide what you want to do. It's just
Because habit with me is to go under.
well, just don't influence it in any other way than what you would normally. Why do something differently that you would normally? Because then it affects it.
Yeah.
It's not a true thing for yourself. Excuse me, it's not a true thing for yourself then.
I think I'd be aware of trying to try not to go under, to be honest.
Yeah.
You're all going to get grilled in there.
Pardon?
You're all going to get grilled in there. I've got this videotape microphone.
Oh.
In this little window when I think she's Robbie the reporter.
Or to print it off. Take that son of a bitch, turn it sideways. Show it right on the camera.
He's come out of retirement to do
He's
a tag match with somebody, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's with Cena, but the main event for the next WrestleMania next year is the Rock and Cena. I know this is like my lads into, by the way. I've been sitting there watching it like except for the Diva matches every so often. With Brown and Francis can't be back at it.
Was she sitting next to me because she was going nuts again, or?
No, I think she just wanted to get up next to
Just
you.
has to have about half hour. What she's doing up and down.
Was she doing that? She does that sometimes. Normally when someone's wound her up, you know, she's playing with a boy or a toy or a ball or a biscuit or something, she'll go backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. Is that what she was doing?
She's doing fast and she's out of same dance anyway, so you can do it. Ooh, gippy, gippy. Ooh, gippy, 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 gippy.
Did you touch it to me and didn't sit next to me? Did you? Do you know where masking tape is?
What do you want? Like, why you want masking tape for questioning?
Because I'm gagging to them.
Excuse me, fuck, come here.
Without masking tape, don't worry.
What do you want? Got another bitty? Yeah, what's the matter? No, you don't want to do it. Different. Is that the end? Drink anybody?
Fine.
You're going home, isn't it? Oh, wait, someone's sitting there. Get over there. I've got to admit though, I don't feel happy like I did last time.
No. These are totally different frequencies on this set. But it would have been better with the old God helmet as well. I shouldn't keep calling it that.
That's very important.
What? Shut the door over then. God, shut you up in a minute. I take it this was probably reporter's idea to run the question. Yeah, I thought it might do. So you shouldn't be so nice and give in to him. You should say no. You didn't do it last time, let's do it this time. Yeah, I definitely felt like I was stuck in some kind of a loop. Well, I don't know whether it was I never noticed it until I started getting the image of going through the tunnel, because it was going through the tunnel and then it would like drop to the floor, but then I was consciously aware that I wasn't moving, I was just standing looking down, but the tunnel was still giving the impression that it was moving. So how long was I under then? Half an hour?
Yeah, 33 minutes.
I wouldn't have said that. I would have said about 10 minutes or so. Did that run over like Nick did?
Yeah. So I think it's probably a programming error on my part.
More so if they've done it a second time.
Yeah.
Did I come round as soon as it had stopped? Because I was aware that the lights had stopped, but I could still hear. Well, I thought I could still hear the noise, that's why I said as it stopped. I was consciously aware that the light, the flashing, the colours had stopped, but I was convinced I could still hear it. That's
Right.
why I saw some shadow as it finished.
Well, the colours overran the sound, so I think you were running for a while without the auditory.
Oh, so it was the other way round.
Yeah.
So there was more light. Oh my god, how weird is
Because
that?
the lights were flashing, but then when they both stopped, you stayed, you know,
Still stayed.
yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, that's weird.
It could be that you were just that relaxed, you know, you just
Yeah.
didn't want to.
Possibly. I did feel quite relaxed actually. I did feel.
Well, you were definitely there. We could see it in, you know, in the
Yeah.
on the lights. You were definitely chilled out.
What was we breathing like? Was we breathing like everyone else's?
It was pretty steady, really, to be.
When you were asleep, someone goes to sleep.
Yeah. I do that when I'm asleep. I smile quite a lot. Like,
Your mouth open and that.
oh, I see. I knew there was something. I knew there was.
There was no drill, though.
Wasn't there? No, they couldn't have been because my mouth's so bloody dry.
We kept wiping it for you.
Oh, thanks. Surprised no one tried to put a donut in. Oh, we're taking that silence. There was a joke about it. See, I can't complain because I would have done it. I'd have been able. Just give you the nuts, you don't like nuts, do you? If you like them, another bit, that was tomorrow, okay? Then the bum. Are we going to get another one in before Christmas, do you think?
What would it be? We've got another one on the go where, you know, it's a strobe thing, you know, to catch poltergeists.
Oh yeah.
Because we've studied on the poltergeist things, you know, and they're supposed to throw things around and hit people and all the rest of it. And what we can gather is...
I don't even know what made me aware that that was there then. So go on, sorry.
Right. That the only way a spirit or a ghost or whatever can hit something off a table is with kinetic energy. It moves that fast. You know, like a pea, if you throw it hard enough, you can, you know, it can penetrate skin or whatever. So if a spirit can move fast enough or whatever, it can knock something over or hit somebody or whatever. So the only way to catch something that's moving that fast is with a strobe and strobe video, and we've got the equipment set up for that. And we placing crew, we set it up over a cot where there was supposed to have been a poltergeist that was injuring a baby.
Oh my god.
Pins and cuts and, but we think there was a bit more to that, you know, than, you know, a supernatural thing. But we set it up because we were asked to go and set it up. There was nothing there. It just gave a couple of people headaches, you know, because of the flashing lights and you know, and we scrutinised. There was one point where it looked like some form of shadow was moving in, but you know, when we slowed it down, it was just interference of, you know, the strobes actually affecting the video cameras. But it was just a bit of a disturbing thing, you know, the baby getting hurt and getting blamed on.
That's pretty straight away about that one.
But you know, you go and you try and find the thing. But at the end of the day, there's never been anything, not even a glimmer or whatever. And a lot of time it's just suggestion. There's a group of us once, and you know, all of a sudden, did you feel that? And I'm, what? That draft that just went through me? Yeah, I felt that. You know, and then I felt that. It just follow the leader. I'm not always negative like this, you know. If something was there and we caught it, I'd say, yeah, it's just a shame that it's not.
So now I know we have next, I'm sorry, but there's no apparitions.
No apparitions. Well, no, it wasn't apparitions as such, it was just should have visualised something, but obviously you didn't and Nick didn't. So more to look at.
Yeah, see how he does.
You shut it.
It's been nice. You've been grilled.
Oh, I feel like being back in the police station.
Oh yeah. Back to be back in the police station.
You haven't done anything either, have you? You just...
That's not fair. It's the story of my life, that. In the police station, never done that. Jesus.
That's what they all say.
Yeah, that's a good...
That's true.
Didn't get anything at all on that, did we? Not that in the last ones.
No.
Did last time, didn't it?
We thought that it did, but I think it must have been your... But man, you said your recorder doesn't beep, does it?
Not if
beeping
it's just,
at
that's just been on record, so it's got no reason to beep.
Something was beeping at the same set time after everything had finished on each one. It was like about a minute and a half, 2 minutes.
But it was coming from over there, you were saying?
I thought it came from over there, but you heard it
No, I
over here,
thought it was
didn't you?
coming from that table.
Yeah.
I only ever heard it the once, but I thought it'd come off that table. I thought it might have been my camera, but then when I looked, the battery wasn't even in my camera.
And that
I mean,
doesn't
my
beep,
camera
does
does
it?
beep.
No,
when it turns
that
itself
only
off.
beeps when it's actually on.
When it's on.
And you've got to physically press the button to... So that's...
Maybe, hopefully, the video camera's picked it up.
Yeah.
And if it is, like, at an interval, like a timed interval, maybe it was one of the equipment and we're just not aware of it.
Well, my two things don't beep. The bio one just makes the noise come out those two speakers, and the other one just switches off. And it's got headphones in anyway, so it's only beeping.
It only beeps through
there.
headphones.
Yeah.
You done, Ricky? Should you use that?
You could be beeping, but now driving there, can't we?
Yeah, go. Got me to wear that?
And your
T-shirt.
t-shirt.
Yeah, I'll be coastal.
I'm just going to run up and get changed. I'll
You're not joking,
come down in my
yeah,
bed,
yeah.
come down in my bed to suit with just my hat on. So what question did you want to ask?
This hasn't messed my head.
What experiment? Fuck off, what experiment? And you know what, I am fucking cold now, I feel cold, I
I
do.
feel warm, I feel really warm.
No, while I was under there, I felt like I was having a fucking hot flush.
How was your time perception under there?
About 10 minutes, I would
Yeah.
say, usually. Yeah.
Well, everybody tonight's had the feeling, the warm sensation, I think.
Mine wasn't a hot and cold, mine was a constant, like, you know when you've been outside and it's been snowing and you come in and there's a definite temperature change. It wasn't me that I felt hot, I felt it was the air around me was hot. But then that was making me feel uncomfortably warm.
It was the only one that had like a happy one though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Everyone else has just been sort of relaxed and it wasn't happy.
No, nowhere near.